So random thought here. Just left the cafe working, was journaling. Wanted to talk about like visibility and really like the art of being seen, embracing being seen. So I think one aspect about social media that can get people is the consistency of posting, especially like beyond being a content creator. If you just do anything like run a business, you're an artist. And a lot of times people struggle with posting consistently, and I'm one of them at a time. And it's funny because like I'm a filmmaker, and of course like when I create any sort of film or art, I want people to watch it. Like we all do if we put effort to craft something from our minds. But in this day and age, in the era that we live in, what we create, we have to promote it. We have to post about it. So I realize something that a lot of artists struggle with is that consistency of posting. I released a short film last year. It's a little loud outside. And I love it so much. I want the whole world to watch it. But then, like, I didn't post about it. I barely promoted it. So it really makes no sense to, on one end, you want everyone to, like, absorb your work, have an opinion on it. And then on the other side, you don't post about your work. So why? So that's really how, like, this theory came in my head, because I was really trying to understand, okay, I made a short film. And I created something and I want people to watch it, but why didn't I promote it? So really just digging deep, I realized when it comes to just posting about what you do, that in itself exposes you. And I realized for me personally, me posting about what I'm doing or me posting about my work, that leads to, that leads to exposure, that leads to allowing the internet, quote unquote, other people to have like an opinion on what I'm doing. And that kind of scared me. I didn't realize that until like a while back, but the comfort of, being alone with my art was greater than, putting the effort to consistently post my work. But I think that this is one thing people couldn't really think about. Why some of us, like, I don't want to say want to be famous, but some of us want to be known for what we do. So why are we afraid to show people what we're actually doing? And that's why I want to tell this video, the art of being seen. Because you can't really reach the next level until you're actually comfortable with being seen. You're comfortable with being exposed. You're comfortable with people, having opinions about you. A lot of times we don't know how we are responsible for actually dimming our own lights. And I realized to an extent I was responsible for dimming my own light when it came to my film I released, because at the end of the day, it's no one's job or responsibility to promote my own work. It's my film, it's my project. I had other collaborators on it, but at the end of the day, I'm the director. So I think it's something to really take a look at and really dig deep and think, hey, like, you yourself, were you a part of the process of dimming your own light? Because that's what you're doing though when you're not promoting your work. At the end of the day, we're not Beyonce, we're not Taylor Swift. They can drop anything and they have fans just waiting to spend their monies. But when you're starting off, when you're still building an audience, we don't have that luxury. So really, I think it's really important to like actually understand really that concept of being seen, and also if we're ready for it. I think that a lot of people also don't think about that. You can wonder why like you're not being consistent, why you're not posting. Maybe you're actually not ready for the world to talk about your work. Maybe you're not ready for the world to talk about you. And I kind of realized I hate using the word the world like there's millions of people are watching, but when you do post on social media, you are exposed to honestly millions of other people. You never realize who's watching. But I think it's a really interesting concept, because a lot of times maybe you can get down about, oh, you're not being consistent, you judge yourself, like, you know you want to make the post, you don't know why you're actually not doing it. And a lot of the times you know what you actually have to do. So the question is, why aren't you doing it? And I think that's a concept that a lot of people don't really dig in deep into. You know, what if you're just not ready to be seen? What if you're not ready to actually expose your work? I think that's a conversation that a lot of us should have within ourselves, especially like if you're a business owner, if you're an artist, because in this day and age, especially when it comes to like the online world, you know, you have to post. You have to be consistent when it comes to that. You have to be comfortable with being seen. So I think it's the really a goal I have for myself is actually become consistent again with social media, but actually just be comfortable like with quote unquote being seen. You know, don't dim your own light because of, you know, false narratives. You know, like don't dim your own light just because of inconsistencies, because you just never know, like, you know, who's actually watching. And I think in this day and age, like, you can definitely like be successful obviously without social media, but this is like the gold rush in my opinion. We live in a great era where like anyone can see your work. So really not posting, I would say it's not like the best route to go, or it's not as wise. You know, but I definitely feel like for me personally, now that I've kind of realized that I just wasn't comfortable with exposing myself, I wasn't comfortable with really being seen, and now that I've actually acknowledged that, and really I'm comfortable with that feeling, I'm really ready to actually allow my light to shine this year. I truly believe this will be like one of the greatest years of my life. I truly believe that many doors and opportunities will open. So weird to say, I kind of just don't care anymore. Like at this point, like I just realized, you know, I just want to show the world my work and show the world what I'm doing, and regardless of some type of reaction, like I actually just really don't care. So I think once you actually figure out to why you're uncomfortable with being seen, then you can take like a major step when it comes to allowing your light to shine. For me, I realized quote unquote being seen meant that I was exposing myself, and that also meant that I'm being more vulnerable. And that's some vulnerability is something that I personally have struggled with. So I think that it really is a great service to yourself to really understand, if you struggle with this, why you are struggling with being seen, and to an extent dimming your light, because you know, when you are a part of the reason why you're dimming your own light, the only person that loses in the end is you.